How you doing, everybody? Randy Richard in the shop. So the little weekly catch up here, and I got some little machining work, a little welding, and a couple other projects I completed this last week, and I just finished up this one here. So this is a here's the other end. Whoa, there we go. There we go. This is a brand for my daughter and son-in-law. So it's all done. It's made out of stainless steel, 1/4 by 1 inch flat bar. I had a bunch of, not a bunch, but I had enough to do this. Laying around. So that came out pretty good. And I'm just gonna I shot a video, so the length of the handle here is just 1/2 inch pipe, and there's a threaded on handle here we made up. This is so you could replace the handle or make it longer or shorter, whatever your desire is. And then this part here loosens and slides up and down real nice, and there's aluminum on here. Nice big handle. Now you could drill some holes. I got it set up here so you could drill some holes if you wanted to for, exact fixed locations in your handle. Drill some 5/16 holes here and there, and you could screw that in enough, and then there's a pin that will push it, go in there. It's all one piece. I'll show you how I made it. It's not very long. I think I condensed up most of it. Pretty simple job, but I got to use my new TIG welder, and really happy with that. It works really well. So it's a Squarewave, a Lincoln Electric Squarewave TIG 200, the newest one. I'm having zero troubles with it. It's so easy to use. Very impressed with it. Very impressed. So let's get to it. And thanks a lot, you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I do still have a few dovetail cutters left. I think I'm down to 5, I think. So if you're interested, please email me. Email me at RR in the shop, and that's in the description, and I'll also have it on the video. Everybody should know my email by now. But anyway, if you're interested in one, please contact me and get the details. So, off to build a brand. Since I don't have a water jet available, I did dress up the little vise. Little logo work on the end of the nuts. I put some copper jaws on my 4-inch Wilton vise I picked up on eBay. Wasn't quite thick enough copper, so I put some aluminum spacers behind them to make them thick enough, but came out good. Close up tight. So this is a new project here. Actually, here's the drawing. Now that's backwards. This is K-bar diamond brand for my daughter and son-in-law up in Montana. So over the holidays we cut all the pieces for it. Threw them in the box. And so what we're going to do is these are all, this is 1 inch by 1/4 stainless. I think it's 3/16 stainless. And this is what we're going to make. we're going to make this brand. We're going to lay these things out. They're all, I marked them all. And we'll get them all laid out. So there you go. See how I lay those out. And whoops, kind of a dominoes thing here going on, but that's going to be the idea so far. And then we'll have we're going to have a couple bars that are going to lay across here on the other side of this. Now it has to be reversed, right? It has to be negative on this side, or mirror image, I guess. And so it produces the proper brand. Then on the other side, after we get them all tacked, and then we'll mount them on a bars that are going to sit across here. And I made a little nipple here, but I'm not sure if I'm going to use that yet. But for attachment, I might come up with a different method to attach the handle. But anyway, that's what we're gonna do, and this will be the first project with a new TIG welder, the Lincoln Squarewave TIG 200, and we're gonna see how she performs. We did some practice. My son and I played around a little bit, and actually this was the very first weld I did with a machine. It's of course not the best, but that was just literally plug it in, hook it up, and weld. And it didn't come out too awful bad for a fusion weld. Little undercut, probably maybe a little hot, but it worked really well, very easy. And a little more practice, we got a lot better at it. This is the same material. There's some scraps from another project, and we did some little welds here. These are all fusion welds. That was probably a little too hot too. Anyway, very easy unit to use, and we're ready to do the project. I got this kind of all clamped up here. I'm going to set this up here and line it just like that. It's a 45-degree angle square, and we're just going to tack it. It looks really good, pretty flat. After this is all done, I'm going to mill off the top, or the face edge. I'm going to mill that all flat, so it will produce a really clean brand. So we'll a couple more tacks on there just to make sure. And got three sides tacked, just barely tacked. Doesn't look too bad. Go around and tack this other sides, I think, now. Might have to squeeze it together a little bit because they rolled a little bit out, but that's alright. We'll get them together. A little vise. This is a pretty nice little rig here. the magnetic ground attach, and put a quick disconnect on it so I can put the clamp on, or this on there, and use it on here, or I can put my ground clamp on my stud. That's all tacked together, so not too bad. We'll let those cool a little bit. There they are. Okay, and a diamond. Kind of work my way around the inside of the diamond, half on this side, then I'll flip it over and do the other side. Little vise is working out great though. So here's the brand I'm getting the weld up here. These 3 bars on the bottom are the backing bars in the mount, and they're all the letters, and the K, the bar, and the diamond are going to get welded on top of that. So I've got them clamped here, and I'm going to tack. Get the K and the diamond tacked, and then I'll tack the bar afterwards. I don't have enough clamps to do this all at once, so anyway, we'll do that, and I think we're good to go. Some more tacks on this other side. I'll try to get as many as I can on here, but trying to reduce any distortion. I'm doing all this at 140 amps. It seems to work pretty good. I have the pulse even going, and I really like that. Okay, well, that's what it's going to look like. This is the branding side now, so that's backwards, right? Or mirror image, I guess. And it should make it K bar diamond. So that's the plan. And we have we're going to take this. This was a stainless steel 1/2-inch pipe cap. I just kind of cleaned it up, machined it a little bit, and cleaned it up. That's going to get welded on. Don't know if I can weld much more. Not too bad. I haven't TIG welded in 15 years, so not too bad. A couple bad ones, but quite a few good ones though in there. Kind of tough welding inside there. But I think it's good for now. So we're gonna pop on the top part now. I think somewhere kind of in the middle of it all, just so when you press it, you get kind of even pressure. Okay, that's good for now, and we will let it cool off before we do any more. Little radius cutting on this stainless steel pipe cap. This is for the end of the handle on the brand, and we're just cutting a 1/4 inch radius or a 1/2 inch diameter radius in there. Using a boring bar. This is just going to be a seat for the cross handle so we can weld it in. Kind of think that's probably enough. Got a piece here. That's that. 8 inches long, 1/2 inch. And we're going to seat that in there and weld it in. Oh yeah, that will be just beautiful. Nice fit up. We're just going to weld that in there. Okay, this is the handle for the brand, and this piece here is going to get threaded right here, 3/8/16 to fit on this, to go in this, and you'll see how the pin is going to be a locking pin for the second handle on the brand. This is going to get welded to another piece. This is the slider piece. This is going to get welded on there. Then the threaded portion will go in here with a handle that you can unscrew and lock. So we're going to do a scratch and then we always do a check, and that looks good. Yep. This is a piece of 4140. Just do a little file on the top there, get rid of any roughness and burrs. Scotch-Brite. I'm going to take a couple more thousandths off. So let's see here. So that fits good. That's nice fit, all the way tight. That's what I wanted, so it tightens there. And this pin part will go into the pipe. That'll be just a nice fit. Now I turned this part here to 5/16 and we end up scratching it with the thread, but that's okay. I want to make this so it's a standard size and as big as I could make it, and 5/16 is that number. So it's easy to drill a hole in the pipe. A standard size. So that looks like it's going to be just fine. Now we're going to work on this part. This part's going to press. We want it to press fit into this aluminum tube, and then we're probably going to put a couple screws in it even to affix it. So I got that flipped around, and I'm going to give it a little facing just to make it nice. I'm just going to put a little chamfer on it and we're going to test it, because this is, if I have to take any off, it's not going to be very much. Yeah, like, I don't think I'll take any off. I think it will go on there. Yeah. Boy, maybe I'll sand it a little bit. This is a little scrap from the material I make ducktail cutters out of, and it's been heat treated and pre-hardened, and so this stuff is not perfectly round when you get it. Yeah, see, now I can get that. Not much is good. I mean, I got it halfway on my hand, but a little bit more, it's going to go right in there. Yeah. Either end. See, now there, that will go all the way on. See, that's why I'm going to fix it. Probably put some Loctite, but yeah, nah, it might get hot. I won't put Loctite on it. I'll probably put 3 screws in it though, just to fix it. Probably just leave it right there and just give it a little polish even. There, it's in there, and we'll just go around, put maybe 3 screws in that, and that will be just a beautiful little handle. We're just gonna eyeball the center there. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Then I didn't go quite to the edge over here because you want some meat there when you weld it. If you go all the way there, you'll just burn that all off. It'll be so thin, and this way you get a little bit there to weld to. Now there's a burr on there, but I think you can see how that fits. It's always nice to machine the parts to weld them and stuff. Actually, I probably should chamfer that a little bit, but yeah, I could always throw it in the lathe there. Maybe I'll do that. A little chamfer on there. So I took that slider piece, I put a 5/16 hole in it with an end mill, so it's a fairly accurate hole actually, but it made a nice fit on this. This is the handle screwed onto the piece we're going to weld on, and that's going to slip right in there to line it up, and we'll get it set up here so it's perpendicular, straight up and down. There we go. And we'll weld that up. There you go. So somebody was asking about the welder I'm using and stuff. So this is a Lincoln Electric Squarewave TIG 200. They're a brand new unit. And I am loving it. It works. It's working great. When I turn it on here, the fan is loud. It's probably a pretty big fan. I didn't pull the covers or anything to look, but it's probably pretty big. So the fan might be, you could say, a little loud, but you know what? It's better having a loud fan and plenty of cooling. It's AC DC. You can also stick weld with it. The controls are super simple. Amazingly simple. It comes with a size 17 air-cooled torch. And it comes with a stick electrode holder and lead. And of course a ground cable. And it's all-in-one type TIG hose, conductor and hose in one. And foot pedal, of course. Let's see here. I'm going to turn it on. And it's pretty, like I said, it's really easy to use. It literally took me 15 minutes from the time I took it out of the box, plugged it in, hooked it up, and I welded. Just turned it on, didn't change anything, just welded. So when you're in DC mode, this is a selector button. There's your amps. Turn your knob, right? You can select use pulse. I have it set on pulse here. And you can turn the knob and you can set the timing of the pulse. When you're in AC mode, you have your amps. AC mode, this is your mode selection switch, whether it's AC TIG, DC TIG, or stick. So in AC mode, you have your amps, your pulse, you can set your AC balance, and you can adjust your frequency also. So, and your balance in a percentage. So it's a percentage. So you can set that, which is very easy to do. So today I'm welding DC. I'm welding, the piece I'm welding here is a piece of W1 drill rod to a piece of chrome moly 4140. So it's probably going to be about, it's 1/8 of an inch, and the other piece is about 1/4 of an inch. Probably about 130 amps or so, probably. Might take a little more. And maybe 140, 35 or so, actually. Pretty easy to adjust. It has over temperature light. But that's about it. It's pretty simple. Pretty simple. Very easy to use, and it welds great. Now, I haven't TIG welded in, this is the first time I've been TIG welding in 15 years. So it's taken a little bit to get back into it, and but I love doing TIG welds. They come out so beautiful. Got a TIG finger from Jody Collier, welding tips and tricks, and let's do a little welding. All right, I ended up welding at 100. I ended up welding at 145 amps instead of 135, but it came out okay. But this here now it screws really nice, really, hopefully. That's what we want. A nice alignment there. I probably should have took this out earlier. It got hot, pretty hot, but that's okay. It'll cool. We're gonna let that cool, and we're gonna go and put some holes and screws in this. Find some screws for it. So there's the brand right there. All stainless steel. And of course, engraved. Oh, let's see here. It's hard to see. Okay, engraved, and with their name and everything on there. So this is a 3-foot piece of 1/2-inch pipe. There we go. Screw that on. the middle handle. Now this is an aluminum here, pressed onto a piece of steel and threaded, of course, as you saw me make. And then you can just tighten it against the shank of the handle, or if you want to drill a hole in the handle, I put that. That's why this is on there. If you want to put a hole in the handle for really locking it in position, this will go is long enough to pass through the hole. That's up to the individual type of thing. So that just slips right on. Then we got the T handle for the end. It will go on there. Come out pretty good. Got a couple good welds in there. Love that TIG machine. So you can see the whole thing, and the handle is nicely adjustable. Came out really good, and I think it will work out just fine. There we go. KO. Well, it's K-bar diamond really, but KO. There we go. Okay, this is a part for the second handle on the brand, and we're going to thread that 3/8/16. This is going to be a pin that goes in and to a slider, then into the pipe. We're going to make it fit this piece here, and so it can thread in there, and we're going to weld this to another piece and make this a nice handle that's adjustable. So this is going to be 3/8/16. We're pretty much all set here, ready to go. The scratch pass. I need the light here to see. Boy, that doesn't look right. Well, there you go. That's why you check. Something's not right. It's just going down. It looked too small.